Hey guys. Okay, so first of all, before I even get started with this review, there's going to be traffic in the background. This was like the best place I could find to do it. So anyway, I have been running a barefoot experiment for the last 2 months and have decided that I don't want to wear regular conventional shoes anymore. So I've been wearing sandals, trying to improve the strength and I guess broadness of my feet because my feet were getting squished together, and both my parents have really bad feet and I didn't want that for me. So I just got in a pair of Xero shoes. I was going to get sandals, but opted not to because my husband and I have started hiking and camping a lot. And so I wanted some hiking shoes. And I wanted something that was lightweight, that if I stepped in water or it rained like forever, like one of our other camping trips, that they would dry decently quick and would keep poison ivy off my feet. So that's why I didn't go with a sandal. So I just got these in and I opened them up. They come in like a plasticky bag. And then there's the box, Xero shoes. I'm excited because these are the first pair like ever that I've ever worn. So when you open it up, they have, of course, their like logo and stuff on the front and all of their little sayings and, you know, all of that good stuff. And then it's wrapped in this little tissue paper. And when you unwrap, I'm gonna pull it out of the shot. I did try them on so that I made sure I didn't have to return them since these were my very first pair. But they come with cardboard on the inside, and this of course can be recycled. And then of course they shove their little toe paper in. And then here's the shoe. Now I got the orchid colored one, and I would say that it's like a dark lilac-y color for you ladies, and the laces are a little bit darker. And these little straps are a little darker. So I know the picture makes them look kind of pinky purple, and they really are. But they're a darker color. So like you're not going to be wearing like bright purple shoes when you wear jeans and stuff. So these come with an inner liner that you can actually take out. So let me just pull that out. And it's kind of a yellow that has a bunch of hexagons, and I mean it's kind of squishy, so it would be the equivalent of like an insole, but it feels a little more plasticky than what a normal insole would that you would buy like Dr. Scholl's or whatever. And then it has their little logo. So if you're just starting out barefoot and you haven't really, your feet aren't used to all the muscle movements, you can slide this in and it gives you extra padding. But because I've been barefooting for 2 months now, I'm going to actually remove the padding and wear it without. So let me show you what the insides look like. I'm not sure if this can focus, but on the inside, right in through there, you can see that it's sewn. And the way that it's sewn, it's not going to, I mean, your foot, it doesn't feel bad. If you take your hand and rub it through, it doesn't feel bad. And they say you can wear this barefoot or with socks. I'm not real sure. Feeling around with socks, I think that where they've sewn in, or without socks, I mean, where they've sewn in the tongue, that might bother you a little bit at the top of your foot, but it really just depends on your feet. I'm gonna try wearing them both ways when I hike or camping. I don't really like socks. I think they squish my feet as well, but I will definitely give you an update on these shoes as we start hiking and stuff in them. We are going camping in a few weeks. On some trails, and these are super bendy. Like I thought, you know, he was a guy, he has muscles, of course he's gonna make these seem super bendy. I mean, look at him. But I have no muscles and I can easily do this to this shoe. So that is nice. I had shoulder surgery a couple months ago. I don't have strength in that arm. I can easily flex and bend these, and they also bend this way decently well. So you know when you're walking, I mean, your foot like rolls. I think that these will be very, very good and great for my feet. The only problem that I think I have at the moment is I think I might need a men's size. I did try these on, but even though I wear a wide, and really I need an extra wide shoe, but I wear a wide shoe and my toes spread pretty wide. So I put these on. They feel like they'll be okay as a woman's shoe, but I might have to go up to a men's. I'm just not sure. So I'm going to just wear these and wear them out. I'm not going to go to a men's right now. I'm just going to wear them, see how well my feet work in them, and if they stretch out a little bit. I'm going to get them wet, see how fast they dry compared to my other shoes, and I will give you an update. So yeah, these are my new kicks from Xero shoes, the Mesa Trail, and I really, really think you're going to love these shoes. I hope so. Okay, sorry it kind of abruptly cut off, but here is the update video. I absolutely love these shoes and I will never go back to wearing anything else. We have been camping all summer long and hiked. God, we went to like 5 or 6 different state parks. We hiked like 100 miles so far in all of these. And whew, so when I first took them hiking, I left the insoles in, and I actually had to take the insoles from my other shoes and put them in because my feet were so not used to hiking whatsoever. And so you might want to add a little extra padding if you go hiking over 10 miles a day. And after a while, I decided to just not put in that insole for my other shoe, and I mean, I still bring them with just in case, but I have found now my feet are strong enough that I can hike 10 miles easily in these shoes with the insole that's included in the shoe, totally fine. I have not worn them without that insole just because I feel like I don't really need to. I don't know, but I'm going to show you what they look like after state park heaven. They dried pretty super quick. I mean, it wasn't like a sandal that would dry, you know, automatically, but they were hard to get wet. We went through creeks and rocks and what have you. They aren't super slippery. I actually really liked the treads on the bottom of these. The only place that I fell, everybody was falling, even people who had like the best hiking shoes that were there. It was just the rocks were slippery. You couldn't help it. So people ask me all the time, like, those shoes look weird. And I'm like, I know they look weird because nobody's used to having a square toe box. And this pretty much is square. I know it looks pointed, but it's not. I really love them, and they're dirty. So here's, like, I don't know where I got this green mark. I don't even know what it is, if it's just paint or something, but like, I haven't washed these from camping and hiking, and they've actually not stained super well because I think because these, like I don't know, this gray part, it's only a little off right here, as you can see. But other than that, like, they don't really get stained full of, like, I've been through dirt and mud. I mean, just everything. I've hiked when it was cold. I've hiked when it was hot. When it's cold, all I do is slip on a pair of, I use the Darn Tough socks because, you know, lifetime warranty. Why buy socks all the time? So they're like made out of a wool blend. That kept my feet totally warm. Like I said, they're hard to get wet, and when they do get wet, they dry decent. So it wasn't like you were putting on like sloshy shoes, you were putting on damp shoes. And that makes a huge difference because I've been in sloshy shoes and those suck. So these actually dry fairly decent. I was impressed. And even though they feel kind of thin, like up and through here, even with the holes, they kept my feet decently warm most of the time. So, I mean, I love them. I'll buy these again for sure. I still am kind of up in the air on if I want a men's size or not. I don't know. I might buy a men's next and see if that makes a difference. The only thing I don't like about these shoes, and I don't like these about all hiking shoes, is these stupid laces. They do not stay tied. I don't understand why the lace manufacturers can't come up with something that is made for hiking that will stay tied. So I have a double knot and I just slip these on. I don't find that I have to tighten them. When I first got them and started walking, they would kind of, I don't want to say it, but they kind of sucked to my foot, and I didn't have any blisters. I can put them on like right away. I didn't have any blisters. We went hiking. I didn't have any blisters with hiking or anything. They kind of just wrap themselves around your foot, and then like they were just comfortable right out of the box. They were comfortable when I was hiking. I was aware of the ground underneath me, but it wasn't like it was hurting my feet, even with the insole in from them. So I'm really impressed actually by all these shoes. So I will definitely, I'm going to get a pair of sandals to hike in as well. But, you know, with the poison ivy being on most of the trails, it's easier to have a shoe that's really light, that covers your feet, because and some of the places we go have poisonous snakes. So yeah, I really love these shoes. They held up really well. The grip, the tread, all summer has not really worn anything down. Like I said, they just stained minimal, and this was where I walked through a mud puddle. We were walking through a creek bed, and I didn't realize that it was a little deeper than what I thought, and I did that. But we were able to walk through like a dark muddy cave with these creek beds, regular, like some of the steep hills we went to Brown County, like you're really, I just used, you know, I didn't use trekking poles or anything, but my toes didn't slide forward, anything like that. I really like the way that these little straps right here, they really do hug your foot, and you're not going to be moving around too much. Right now I've got them in a place where if I just slip them on, even without tying them, they are perfect for me. And so if I feel like I'm going to be going up and down a lot more hills, I can tighten them a little tighter around my ankle, and then I'm good to go. But they've allowed my toes to spread out a lot, and I have seen such a huge difference from before I started wearing these shoes with my arch and my toe strength, because I couldn't curl my toes on my left foot at all. And now, like, I can see the strength in them, and I can see the muscles of my arch and all that stuff, and I am just super, super impressed. So I would totally say get a pair of these shoes for sure. They are worth the cost. In fact, they're not any more expensive than going and buying stuff where we would normally buy. These will definitely last a year on me easily, and I just think they're a great buy. So go ahead and get yourself a pair. These again were the Mesa Trails in Orchid. Thanks for watching.